Now, if they beat the Jets, that's where I get the staff and the robe.
I'm all about the Panthers because that's when you get the foam engine block.
That's true.
That's when it happens. That's when it's going down.
It could. I do not.
Just letting you know.
No, and I was, by the way, what the hell happened? So I have a day off. FanDuel did not do the odds boost.
No.
What happened? I got to talk to them.
They called us a bunch of Kennies.
Well, you know what? People still played it and people still won.
Yeah. If you got it early, it was plus 650. Listener sent me something. He got it for plus 550.
We move markets, people.
But, yeah, he was plus 410 just to score a flat-out touchdown. And he was so wide open, I thought they blew the play dead. Like, oh, wait, don't get excited.
No.
It counts.
DBs were blinded by that speed. I just, for me, there's no reason that they can't do this. That this was, I said it to you. When you're favored over a 10-win team and you got 5, it's the universe telling you you're going to win the game. They played really well. It got a little nerve-wracking towards the end, which we can get into, but now they're going to go and face the Jets. I want to celebrate for a day and enjoy it, and I want to, look, guys, Seattle lost to Carolina. Seattle looks like they're out of gas. The Giants got the brakes beaten off. They're out of gas.
Well, didn't Seattle have a bunch of people missing now?
I don't care.
Okay, let's not let facts get in the way.
It doesn't matter. You can't lose to the Carolina Panthers. Come on.
Well, you know what that means? Christmas Eve, that's a win-or-go-home game.
For
both teams.
Yes.
That's win or go home.
But my point is, with every week they get this done, they earn more credibility into the belief structure of what it takes to get the ultimate prize. Look, I understand history says, okay, well, only 2 teams have started 1-6. I don't care. I'm in the here and now. History has nothing to do with the fact that the NFC is ass. History has nothing to do that the remainder of your schedule is largely mud butt. So history has nothing to do with the fact that you're built like a team that's much better than your record. Really good up front on offense. A developing defense that takes the ball away. Yes, they have holes. Yes, Jefferson ate them up. Hey, guess what? Okudah was sick and didn't play a lot.
Yeah, he missed this entire second half.
Right. So my point is, you have the ability to do things that generally teams that start 1-6 don't have.
I would say this, and it goes back to what I said after the Buffalo game. This was set up to win all 6 games.
Yes.
Now, people told me I was being unfair, so I said, you know what? I'll give you 5 out of 6. And I was allowing the Minnesota game to be that game where you won that game. So now you're down to your final 4 games. You win them all. No excuses. No, nothing. Because you're playing the Jets, don't know who the QB is. Saleh said he'll let you know game time.
Yeah, Mike White, if you didn't watch yesterday, I mean, he went to the hospital for possible internal injuries. He got hit so hard by Ed Oliver in the stomach. Yeah. I thought his stomach was going to come out of his ass. He was bent. It was like a folding chair. Kenny, his head was over his feet, and Ed Oliver was in the middle. It was horrible.
Yeah. So there you got that. Then you got you have a de facto playoff game in Carolina on Christmas Eve now because the Panthers, you know what? They're starting to catch fire the same way you're catching fire. Chances are there's only going to be one spot between the two of you.
Right.
Winner of that game is going to have the advantage. And then you got Chicago and Green Bay, and I'm sorry. I think both of those teams have checked out.
Look, it's a bottom line game. I'm with you. And it doesn't have to be pretty.
No.
It doesn't have
Score
to be
one
a
more
work
point
of art.
than the opponent.
Exactly. That's it.
I don't care about the point spread. Now you're playing money line games. Just win. Well, get in there, get those 4, and now we wait and see what happens if you're in the playoffs.
There's no waiting and seeing. If they win their last 4 games, they're in. I will book any bet you want with anybody in this room. You win your last 4 games to end up 10-7. Rico, you're going to the playoffs.
I just don't need a Commanders team that's 10-6-1.
No, but
that final
they
spot.
can take one of the spots.
No, I was just saying, I just don't want somebody like, oh, remember that tie game?
I know.
Yeah.
Look, it's all about Seattle, and it's all about the Giants. But here's the deal. If you really want a scoreboard watch, I think
it is.
What?
No.
I think Rico's put it best. If you really want to scoreboard watch, win against the Jets.
Yeah.
Get to 7-7, and then you've earned the right to really scoreboard watch. I can just simplify it. As I said to you last week, one play at a time, one drive at a time, one half at a time, one game at a time. Just relax. Don't worry about a month from now.
Almighty Moses, the people are hungry. They want food.
What did they serve on this journey? Come on. Look.
They got manna from heaven.
I don't know what that means.
It's like bread.
Okay. Well, we can upgrade. I'd like to think that our caravan had a little bit higher level cuisine than
And quails.
Ugh, what a waste of time. 248-539-9797 though, but here's what we need to have a conversation about. I mean, are you allowing yourself to believe? And if you're not, I just think you're allowing ghosts to affect the way you think. I'll tell you right now, if you lined up to play a playoff game in Tampa, I'd pick you. If you lined up to play a playoff game in Minnesota, I would take you, because you know what I've watched now? I've watched you dominate that football team for essentially 7 of 8 quarters.
Yeah, I think I saw something that Minnesota has only had the lead in for like 42 seconds or something.
No, you can beat that team. I would pick you to beat that team. I would pick you to beat the Bucs. Like, I'm telling you, you have what it takes to do this.
The Bucs are done.
That was, I know we're not doing a show like for Tampa radio, but that was stunning. Not that they lost to the Niners. To be down 35-0. That was like, wait, what?
39-0 to a first start. Brady was 17-0 against quarterbacks in their first start, and you would have thought that Brady, it was his first game, but all the interceptions.
It was unreal.
Wow.
But I want to know from the people. You know, I don't know what it'll take for you to believe. I don't know if you ever will. But I look at what's happening on the field. I try to give you a straight opinion about it, and I'm telling you, I told you beat the Vikings. I think Jets going to be a tough game. I think the Jets is going to be a very difficult game, but Rico's right. We got to wait and hear who the quarterback is. Now, you tell me Joe Flacco's playing? Yeah, I got to be honest. I'd pick you to win.
No. Because I like the fact, too, that the Lions are they're playing smart. Campbell's still gambling. The fake punt, I think he caught everybody off guard with that.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something like that, make it the element of surprise. But the fourth down pass to Sewell, it was kind of smart. It was brilliant. I liked it. I'm always down for when the big fellas get some glory.
I liked it because they showed the look earlier in the game, and then that's one of the branches that's off of that. So, like you had
Minnesota
set it up.
Couldn't care less. They were like, oh, 58's running, and okay, he's in motion. No one covered him. Well, no one even adjusted to cover him.
But you put the defense in a really tough spot because the DB's looking at it like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, no, not falling for the banana
but
in the
then
tailpipe.
Sewell's like, just kidding.
Watch
and
this.
at that point, the linebacker can't get out to get him. It's
that pass, in my opinion, was like a movie. It was in slow motion.
Yeah.
Because he was so open. It was like, hurry up, get there. Just get there.
And then fall down, please.
He bobbled it a little bit. And I was like, no. And then he held on, and he just saw the first down marker, and just dove and got it. I'm like, that's all we asked you to do.
No, and I don't want to make people think I'm upset. I just thought there were a couple things in that final series that were questionable, including at 2:04, not passing the football right there, knowing the 2-minute warning was going to stop the clock regardless.
Yeah.
That's your down to actually pass it. But whatever. And then the field goal I thought was risky. A 49-yard field goal attempt in that spot, that's tough. Badgley had already missed. Not great.
I understand. Yeah, you were pushing it to a 2-score game, but yeah, that was
risky.
That was one that even if you missed it, the worst case scenario, it goes to overtime. He hit it, and it worked. But
Minnesota gets the ball to 40 if you miss, 38 if you miss.
That was a head scratcher. But you know what?
A little risky.
That's why it's called gambling. Sometimes,
but he made it.
Sometimes you win.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
and
comes
again,
up
people,
sevens.
People, we don't need to have a war about it. I'm just making a point. You could have been in a spot where you punt, pin. They got 14 seconds, no timeouts.
And maybe milk the clock a little bit further late in the game before you snap it.
All those
take it
4
down
and
to
5
1.
second gaps where you're not add up to the 15 seconds that would have been left over had you punted it, or the 22 seconds when you made the field goal. So I agree. There's still some things that need to get buttoned up, but
nobody wants to hear that today.
No. Well, I don't know what these fans want. I don't.
They don't deserve a winner. I can guarantee you that. From what I'm seeing, they don't deserve a winner.
What do you mean?
They are in the playoff chase right now. And you see, you looking down at the phone bank, and these people, whatever, screw them.
Well, let them warm the engines. Give them some time, David. Took Moses 40 years. It could take the people 4 minutes. Come on.
I hope they lose the next 4 games now.
We're in 30. You're going to lead them after 30 years, Mike. You're 10 years early.
I really believe they're getting this done. I do.
I do too. I saw the schedule. Like the back end of the schedule was so winnable that when they were 1-6, I'm thinking it's going to screw you out of a draft pick because you're going to win those games because those are just bad teams. Now you need to win the games, and you're in.
Yeah.
But the one mulligan I was allowing happened, and you didn't need it. So these next 4, no excuses. Win them all. Make the playoffs. You cannot drop a game. You want to be in the big boy seat, you got to be a big boy. Got to win all 4. And that ain't asking too much.
Yeah, I don't want to argue. I still think they could get in at 9, but you're right. Let's not even go there. Just win the games.
Yeah, just do what you're supposed to do and win the
You're
game.
right, because at 9, now you're at the mercy of somebody else, and now the league hates you, and oh my God, did you see this? 9, and what the Rams did against the Raiders will just crush your soul because a play like that keeps you out the playoffs. You're like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
248-539-9797. I want to hear from the people. Look, I mean, I really believe they were going to beat the Vikings. They did, and now, okay, you're at 6-7. You're 1 game away from being all the way back.
I said that they had all the tools to beat the Vikings, but this was normally a situation where they just didn't let it happen. They went out there, and at no point did it feel like they were ever going to lose that game. So if you want, they embrace SOL. You want to erase SOL yesterday?
Yeah.
Great way to eliminate SOL.